Buongiorno YouTube, Trevor here, Summit or Nothing. I'm back out today on moors, just for a little winter stroll and a chat. I've only got a couple of hours. I haven't got time to do camp this weekend. Just frustrating. I mean, look how nice the bloody weather is. Literally, January started. I'm like, this is going to be the year for Summit or Nothing. I'm going to give it a push. And it's just rained. Windy, rain, cold, miserable. And when you're working in it all week, the last thing you want to do is go out in it in the weekend. So I've carried on my Christmas hibernation. This weekend would be perfect, but we're busy. It's typical, but there you go. So is life. So yeah, in this episode, I'm just going to chat a bit about different things. Obviously, the wild camping changes. We'll mention that. What I plan to do with the channel this year. So if you'd like to join me for this chat whilst taking in the lovely views of Dartmoor with the light dust and snow, then that'll be great, because it's all filmed on a new camera. Yes, I finally managed to find what I hope is a decent sort of mid-range camcorder. You know, I like my camcorders. I've got the GoPro and I've never really been happy with it. When I'm editing all these old compilation videos I've been doing and all the old footage from my camcorders, the shots are far more exquisite, the framing, and you can't do that on this really. And plus the bloody thing keeps not working. Anyway, so yeah, the camera I've got is a Sony FDR AX43. Takes the same batteries as my Sony Handycam as well, which is great. What a bonus. But it is a higher spec. Anyway, just a quick little walk today up over the high tors. There's something about the winter, isn't there? Not just like the snow dusting, but the sky with the low-lying sun. Anyway, I'm up on Rail Tour. Just need this start of the year. Have a bit of a stroll up here. Blow out the cobwebs. Lose that Christmas fat. This would have been a great weekend to get back out on the South West Coast path. That's something that I intend to finish this year. I start out with good intentions, but the year gets ahead of you. Before you know it, it's Christmas again and you haven't done all the things you want. Now, before I get too far into this walk, I am going to come clean, because with regards to this channel, I am at a point where I'm tearing myself up in the head whether it's worth keep going or not. It is not fun running a YouTube channel after a while. I've got to the point where it doesn't feel new, that I'm doing new things anymore. So, sort of the end of last year, I listed all the things that I haven't done. And then this year, I'm going to try and tick off those. Except for this, it's the same area again. This is what I don't want. Just keep coming back here. Even though I love it, it just seems like I'm just doing the same things. So I listed all the things that I want to do with the channel. Finish a South West Coast park, or bivvy camp, a solo camp on a mountain. I don't know, the algorithm sort of works against me these days because I haven't kept it going. My videos were losing subscribers last year. Then I have one that will do really, really well, like my tarp video that I done. Went 80,000 views within a week. Generated more money than any other video. I can understand why people do it full time, you know, when it made, I'll tell you how much it made. £200 in a week. Now, I haven't had really any other videos that have made that sort of money. If they all made that sort of money, it'd be great. I'd be laughing, you know. Yeah, so I got 80,000 views in like a week or so, and then nothing. It's not getting any views now. But then, like my solo sort of winter camp following that, barely got 10,000 views. The effort you put in, you know, and then people, I've had comments from people saying, oh, you'll sell it out to Patreon. Well, it's another source of income. People wanted to support me. I wasn't really pushing for it. And one day the YouTube membership thing come up and I thought, well, what's that about? And I put it in a video. I just mentioned this YouTube membership and everyone else said, oh, don't do that because they take a massive cut, but if you've done Patreon, we'd follow you and support you. And how can you sort of turn that down when you're it's a lot of effort to get out. It's time to get out filming, time to edit it, upload it, the descriptions, making the thumbnails, and then YouTube, you know, you get fuck all from YouTube, if we're honest. And it's just comments like that that just sort of knock you for six, and you're like, well, it's sold out to anyone. And then they're like, oh, well, why should the patrons get this? The patrons get nothing. They've got nothing extra. In the last year, they haven't had any exclusive videos. I do a giveaway once a month. I've took them out on a couple of walks and camps, but they've had no extra footage. But they complain less, and they're paying me. And then I get people on YouTube all the time complaining. We've supported you from the beginning. Your content's not as good as it was. You've put too many adverts in this video. To all those that moan that I sell out, I can't afford to do this if I don't make some money through the channel. Then I won't be doing anything, because I'm a homeowner now and I need a new roof, need new windows. So my working money goes to that. My some nothing money goes to creating footage, paying for petrol, replacing gear like this camcorder. I bought the GoPro last year. Gonna need a new laptop. It all adds up, you know. Well, patrons don't complain, and they should. They're the ones who are paying for it. And that's another thing, you know, because they're paying and I'm not getting out as much because of life, then that stresses me out. That's like causes me a lot of stress and anguish. I'm thinking, should I just tell them to stop? But then you sort of catered for that income. Oh, it's hard work. And so basically, yeah, this could be the last year of Something or Nothing, if I even get through the year, because there's a lot going on in my life which others don't take into consideration when they're watching your videos and stuff, and they're complaining at you. I feel like a bit like Prince Harry here today, whining, I want the peace and quiet, so I'm going to go online and tell everyone that I want peace and quiet again. At least I can laugh about it. Hey, I do get a lot of nice comments as well. You don't all complain, but the complaints have been coming in more frequently recently. But yeah, it's a dilemma, because I have really enjoyed doing Something or Nothing, but trying to keep it fresh content. Woo. You know, taking the time out of life to get up country. I didn't even get up a mountain last year, you know. I didn't get up to the Lake District and that. Just didn't have the time and the money. So I'm hoping to do more of that this year. And then see where the channel is, because it is stagnant. It's fallen out of favour with the algorithm, and it just puts you off. And then someone, you know, commented the other day, why didn't Something or Nothing do more about this Dartmoor wild camping thing? Because last year I was really busy. I didn't have enough time to get out and do my own thing, let alone campaign for this wild camping ban, which wasn't a wild camping ban. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it enough as well. And there's plenty of people like, you know, Muddy Bootlaces over on Instagram. She's got a YouTube channel now. She seems to be right on top of it. She knows what she's on about. I don't know what I'm on about. You know, us YouTubers are just going to create so much sort of white noise about it all that people won't know what the truth is and what the facts are. And I certainly didn't. And then B, I'm a bit cynical. I didn't think that any amount of protesting was going to change the outcome of that court case, if I was honest. And this sounds selfish, but I mean, I still wild camp in the Lake District and you're not allowed to. You know, I've wild camped in Snowdonia and you're not allowed to. So I mean, we'll just carry on as normal. So they announced it, wild camping's got banned, and then there's a lot of reaction from people. And I thought, let's just wait, you know, it's only been a couple of days, see what happens. And that's why I think people's overreactions, we look like we're just throwing toys out of the pram. But then as it turns out, the landowners, you know, they've brought back the camping map, it's a bit smaller, they've agreed that camping can take place. You know, you think that's good news, but there is a sting in the tail, because now they're going to charge Dartmoor National Park to allow wild camping. So it's not free to wild camp. The park is going to have to pay the landowners, which some say had been proposed before, and it's all been a bit of a scam, so they can receive payment. You know, so what implications does that have for Dartmoor National Park is the next question we need to ask. Because, you know, already they're underfunded, and I think I've always told people that I'm proud of Dartmoor because there's plenty of places to camp. but there's plenty of places to park nearby and for free. But I think that's going to be one thing that's going to change, isn't it? Because if Dartmoor Park needs more money in, they're going to start charging at all these car parks. And that's going to cause more problems because people don't pay at the car parks that they have to now. Like if you go to Meldon, it's £2 for a ticket all day. But you can guarantee if you get there, people are parking on the side of the road outside just so they don't have to pay that £2. It's like £2, £2 fucking pounds to help fund the park. Just pay it. You know, if the car parks are going to be charging, people are going to be parking up on the verges. Dartmoor could become a bloody nightmare. So I don't want to be a doom monger. I was sort of a bit frustrated when everyone was like, oh, wild camp is banned, it's never going to be the same. And I was like, just calm down, let's wait and see how it pans out. So now we know wild camping isn't banned, but there is going to be some sort of knock-on implications down the road. So, you know, there are more right to roam protests and that going on, so if you did want to join them, you should. Maybe there will be an impact. Maybe the DMPA will contest the verdict, or whether now it's just going to get washed under the carpet. But yeah, I do sort of play devil's advocate because I think with the landowners, what with like the fly camping and stuff over the last few years, if they've found people on their land treating it like crap and they come and say, look, you're not meant to do this, but the people will go, we're allowed to wild camp here, we're allowed to camp, you know. So there are arseholes on both ends of the scale, isn't there? And it's us in the middle. But there you go. Anyway, we're walking now around West Mill Tor. I don't really know where I'm going, I'm just walking and talking, hope you don't mind. And what's this footage like? Is it looking alright? One thing I have noticed about this camera is I can't see the monitor very well in the sun. So I'm sort of doing a bit of filming with the GoPro and a bit of filming with this. We'll see them side by side, how they work. I mean, I'm happy with the GoPro footage, but it keeps cutting out all the time, things like that. You know, when I was out in the snow, it wouldn't work. And if it's too cold for it, why was my £200 Sony Handycam working fine? You know, and my GoPro's not. So that's what made me want to look into getting something like this again. Because I know it's bulky, a lot of you probably think, what are you carrying that thing around for? But I love it. Call me a traditionalist. Right, it looks like now I'm going to just walk out to Dingertor and then we'll walk back across the high Tors, high relays, and Yes Tor, and then back to Rail Tor, the car. So just a circular walk as I talk. So here I go again. It'd be interesting to hear from other YouTubers how you lot feel. Is it a struggle for you? Are you still organised? Because I mean, that was the thing, I used to have the channel sort of down. I'd be organised with it. I was kicking out a video a week, and now I find it hard to pick up the camera once a month. So anyway, I'm not someone who likes to wallow in self-pity, so that's not what this video is about. Basically, I'm just trying to get together in my head where I've gone wrong with the channel, why I'm finding it hard work, why I'm not enjoying it. And rather than just say, fuck it, I'll give up, I'm going to say, let's try and get it back to how it was. Something or nothing started as I just wanted to get up in the mountains, I wanted to do a bit of hiking, wanted to push myself. And I have sort of lost track of that in the last couple of years. I know not a lot of you would like to see Nath back, and yeah, I should call him, he could call me, but you know, because I haven't known what I want to do and I haven't known a schedule, I haven't bothered calling him. As I say, Stan, he wants to do some more bits. There's always a good camaraderie with Stan, good banter. I think I need to put a camera in his hand like me and Nath used to, film his experience, because now I've sort of took on the mentor side of it, you know, and Stan's like the newbie. So it'll be quite interesting to see me teaching him and him giving his first-hand experience of camping in the winter and things like that. He wants to do all this stuff. He needs a reset. He's had a shit couple of years and it all culminated this Christmas. Really sad Christmas for him. You know, I'd love to be there to help him out. So yes, the channel will move forward. Positive mental attitude, PMA. Here we are now, Dingertor. Must be here. So that's Dingertor. Now I think we can go over there to Fordslands Ledge, then across the High Relays, and then yes tour. Whoa, there's ice under here and I can't quite. Oh, that's right. Gone off the beaten track a bit. Ooh. Whoa. This is a bit dodgy. Oh, this has been difficult. It's been hard work coming home through there. I've lost the track. I think there might be a track there. I might have missed it. When you're starting to take steps and you're sinking down to your knee in snow. Oh look, bike tracks. What mad bastards riding a bike through here? Going back to the topic of Dartmoor and the wild camping ban, and people sort of saying us YouTubers should have done more, we should bear more responsibility. Now the park has to pay, fundraising would be a good thing to do. Might plan a couple of charity hikes, raise some money for Dartmoor. But it made me think, well, my first introduction to Dartmoor was a Ray Mears documentary, and in that he said about how Dartmoor's unique, it's the only place in Britain that we can camp and all this, and people were criticising me and other YouTubers for not doing enough. But where's the high profile people like him? And Bear Grylls is another one who, you know, they both declare on different programs how they used to come here as kids and camp. Where are they? I mean, I was watching on their Twitter account thinking they must at least react to the news. Nothing. You'd like to think people like that would, you know, gets things happening, doesn't it? High Relays. I did say I'd get us over to Fordslands Ledge, but I couldn't really see the path, so I haven't bothered. We do High Relays, yes, tour. We've seen all this before, and now I'm getting a bit fed up in the snow. It's like walking through sand dunes. It's hard work. It's great links, look. Love it. Look, we have had some snow up here. Whew. Crevasse. There it is. Highest part of the moors. Highest part of the southwest, as you know. Don't want to break my ankle. Being a child, walking through all the unspoilt snow. Get my leg trapped in between a rock, I'd snap it off. Be good fun, wouldn't it? High Relays. It's been real hard work up here today. It has done me good to get out. Both the walk and the rant has done me the world of good. I wish I bought a drink though. I must say, I can't even be bothered to get up on the rocks today. They're probably a bit icy anyway. Just walking. Look, over there, look. No snow at all, it's just the moor. It goes like white and then green. Lush green. It does feel like a different place, Dartmoor, when it's covered in snow. It's something else. I love it. So there you go, that was Yes Tour. I didn't stay up there long, there's people up there enjoying it, so I didn't really want to film around other people. Embarrassing, isn't it? But here we go, I've enjoyed it. I got to have a good test of the camcorder and see how it looks, and yeah, just ready for the new year. This time last year the other camcorder broke, so finally a year later I've got a replacement, hopefully. So yeah, I'll be back soon, doing some adventures.